Fears over prison time regarding the PDPA data law, Thai police are rewarding traffic snitches, and lastly, digital lotteries are a boom in Thailand. That's all coming up on today's Good Morning Thailand. Could you please take a moment to click the like and subscribe button? It helps us way more than you know. Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. This show is brought to you by Regents International School, Pattaya, and presented by Tim Newton,
hello,
Natty Warisa,
hello,
and I'm your host, Jay.
I'm trying to find the, here it is. I was just trying to find the program so that, turn it off.
That's right.
Oh, don't I look smart in a coat?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today is a public holiday. It is Her Majesty the Queen's birthday, so a very happy birthday to Her Majesty the Queen on behalf of the Thaiger staff and the Thaiger team.
Is Queen Sudita?
Sure. Yes.
Hope I got that right.
I hope you've got that right too.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We've got a lot of topics to talk about today, but Tim, I'm going to firstly start with, you're flying to Phuket today.
Yes, I am.
And are you excited that Phuket has no face mask mandate?
Well, I think the word mask mandate is incorrect when you talk about Thailand. We're talking about a mask requirement.
Okay.
I know we're mincing words, but yes, in open places, as long as you're 2 meters away from people, there's all these caveats they've got. But essentially, people will not be required to wear masks in Phuket. And this is a really interesting dynamic. I mean, I'll probably have one in my pocket. If I go somewhere and people are wearing masks, I'll put it on. If they're not, I'll take it off. It doesn't really bother me. I'll just go with the flow. I don't want to offend anybody.
Okay. What if people make fun of you? Go, oh, look at that mask boy, mask boy.
People make fun of me anyway.
Fair enough.
I say, you bald Australian.
Nettie, you were very excited that the mask mandate is being lifted. At first, we thought, there were proposals in mid-June in Bangkok for it to be lifted. Unfortunately, the Prime Minister came out and said, hold your horses, the mask mandate will not be lifted yet. Now, but Phuket all of a sudden has come out and said, starting June the 1st, no mask requirement in Phuket.
I'm jealous.
So you're going to Phuket just so you can take off your mask?
Yes, I would like to work at the Thaiger Phuket office.
As a freedom of expression.
So there's a few issues there. I mean, one, you have to wear a mask on the aeroplane to get there.
Yeah.
And secondly, why Phuket? This is going to really piss off the people in Pattaya again, who have been behind the curve all the way along with the restrictions, and now they're being told, oh, the people in Phuket can take off their masks now, but not you. Mind you, basically in bars they haven't been wearing masks anyway. But I mean, why Phuket? It just seems to make all the other Thai provinces angry about the island down south.
Why not Phuket though? It has been a trendsetter, I'm just going back to, for the last 2 years, it was the first one to have its sandbox program. It's always the first place in Phuket to really push for changes.
That's less than a year back.
Yeah.
That was July the 1st. We're not even
feels like
1
16
year.
years.
I know, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. But why Phuket? If they're going to do this, just say across the board, across Thailand.
Because they're just better.
I think it's a tourist destination, so they're like, oh, we need tourists, so at least go to Phuket, where everything is contained and you're kind of isolated in a little island. Don't come near our
Maybe
Phuket.
It's the officials. Natty, you might be right. Like, I'm going off what Natty said. Maybe it's the government officials, the TAT Phuket or whoever they're involved. Then maybe they make the loudest noise. They push for their rights. They push for the changes, and therefore, they often get to be the first people to get what they want. Because this is what the entire country wants, but Phuket seems to always do it first.
If it's for tourists, then you say, okay, well, Bangkok, Pattaya, Chiang Mai, Hua Hin.
Yep.
But then it's just Phuket.
That's right.
So they are probably making the loudest noise. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to just keep my mask in my pocket because I have no political stance on the matter. I just sort of go with the flow. And if I run into a whole lot of Thais who are in a market wearing masks, and I bet they will be, then I'll probably just pop one on in those situations. If I go to Patong and hang around the bars, that's likely, then and they're not wearing masks, then I'll probably take it off.
All right.
It
fair enough.
doesn't bother me.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know your comments on what you think about Phuket lifting the mask mandate.
Tim's a sheep.
Are you?
No,
sheep?
that's what they're going to say.
Oh.
I just know. Sheeple.
Right. You are white. Let's move on.
You get black sheep, you know,
Yes.
and grey sheep.
Of course. All colours of the rainbow.
Gray sheep?
Yeah,
That's cute.
I've seen wool that's purple and
Yeah.
red.
What?
So
Yeah.
there's purple and red sheep as
Yeah.
well.
It's
Red
called-
sheep?
it's
Well, how do you
called-
get red wool?
It's called
Dye
spray
it?
paint.
No, you don't dye it. You grow red sheep. Of
It's
course you
called
do.
spray
What?
paint, Maddie.
I can't believe Nettie doesn't know that.
Yeah. All right.
right.
Swiftly moving on to our next topic, talking about Thailand's tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, you might be aware that I think last month I was talking about a topic regarding the TAT bringing tourism around the world. They started off with the Middle East. They were in Saudi Arabia trying to promote Thai tourism. They've now moved to Europe. Actually, this is already happening on May the 23rd to 25th. The TAT traveled to 3 European countries to promote its campaign Visit Thailand 2022, amazing new chapters, and the campaign was promoting medical tourism, beaches, and shopping in Thailand. Shopping in Thailand. Interesting.
Well, I think a lot of people have always seen Thailand as a great place to go shopping.
Yeah.
The way the Thai baht has sort of gone up and down in value against other currencies has probably affected their impression of whether it's a cheap place to shop. But as far as a place to get a variety of stuff, yeah, I think it's always been great.
Yeah.
I've always found electronic goods are generally no cheaper here than a lot of other places.
Yes.
Given that they, in many cases, have to import them, things like, you know, an iPhone
I
or
think they're
something
a bit
like that.
more expensive here sometimes, especially
Sure.
if
Yeah.
they're new.
But if you go to Patamwan Market or,
Sorry, the what market?
Patamwan,
Okay.
Patumwan. I have no idea where that market is.
Patumwan.
But even if
Yeah.
I say it right, Patumwan
You
market.
mean
where
Pratu
is that?
Nam?
Oh, Pratu Nam. Okay. Okay, I see. No, I got
you know
it.
that big tall building
Yeah.
near Central World?
Okay, yes. Yes.
The market below that?
Ah, okay.
The Pratu
Piss out
Nam
of me.
market, ladies
That
and
one.
gentlemen. Yeah.
For example, you can go there, Chatuchak Market. Markets all around Thailand. You can get some really great bargains. When it comes to things like clothes and foodstuffs and knickknacks, yeah. I mean, it can be really, really cheap. In fact, the little market they have over the road on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's got some really good bargains. I don't know why they hold it on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because it's a big setup.
Yeah.
There must be 200 tents. You're not even listening to me again, are you?
No, I am.
No, I am.
Good.
Alright.
I like food.
Well-
They sell food and like little trinkets as well.
Sure, I mean, I think it's a great market, but I don't know why they do all that setup and then they pack up for Wednesday, then they set it all up for Thursday.
Because they
They're like
set
a
up somewhere
challenge.
else. I don't know why. I mean, it would make logical sense to do 3 days here, 3 days there.
Yeah,
but
anyway.
Maybe it's the demand for it, you know? It builds demand. I can't have it every day, so I must go when it's on.
That's at the university, and the university's name is...
Srinak... I don't know.
I can
Mosawa.
never pronounce
All I know,
it.
I call it Mosawa.
Yeah,
What's
there
it
we go.
called?
Sinakarin Viro.
Sri Nakarin University, yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's the one.
everybody calls it Mosawa.
Great market, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Starts early in the morning.
Yes. In the European Roadshow, the TAT visited the Netherlands, Belgium, and France. The visit came in light of Thailand easing several travel restrictions, and they're trying to build relationships with airlines, with the European countries, with travel agents, and destination management companies, and hopefully we will see more Europeans open to travel to Thailand. Hopefully they've got some good promos as well, so that's something to look forward to. Yay!
Yay.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
mean, I would have thought if there are problems with flights, long-haul flights are quite expensive at the moment, for whatever reason.
Yes.
The Thai government doesn't have a lot of control over that. That's the airlines that control that. But everybody's been saying we need to concentrate on the short-haul market. Places like India and Malaysia, South Korea, Indonesia, blah, 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 Southeast Asian countries, even Australia to a degree. It's an 8-hour flight. So why aren't they concentrating on those markets?
I think they are.
Well, it wasn't in your list of countries you just read out.
Yeah. Well, I think this is just in addition to the fact that they've already tried to, increase domestic travel. They've made a relationship with Malaysia now, a special relationship just for travel. They did the whole ASEAN no vaccination passport travel. So I think this is just in addition to looking at the bigger picture and also giving love to the European travel agents and people.
We should also remember that it's not the TAT spending money, it's the Thai taxpayers, because the TAT is funded by Thai taxpayers. So as long as they are happy that this is money well spent, that's great. And I mean, obviously Thailand needs to have an appearance and a show in all these various travel expos.
All right, let's talk about the Thai government. Ladies and gentlemen, the Parliament has passed a 3 trillion baht budget bill at first reading. Hooray! Parliament on Friday passed the first reading. For the fiscal year of 2023, so next year, starting October the 1st, aimed at supporting an economic recovery. Hooray!
Well, I mean, what do you expect? Of course it passed on the first reading because they got the numbers in Parliament.
Yeah.
So, but as I mentioned in the editorial that comes out today, there are headwinds for the government coming up. Now, to pass this bill, basically it's a supply bill. And the convention in parliaments around the world is that even the opposition will basically support a supply bill, a budget bill, and it goes through. But there are problems. You remember Tamanat Prompao?
Yes.
The former Deputy Agriculture Minister.
He likes powders.
Your favourite minister.
Yes, the MP for Payao, who spent 4 years, courtesy of Her Majesty's government in Australia, in a prison in Sydney.
It was a misunderstanding, wasn't it?
It was a misunderstanding. It was flour.
Could be.
Amazing. So, all that aside, he was kicked out after a plot last year during the no confidence motion for the Prime Minister. He was plotting with 20 other ministers to vote with the opposition in the no confidence vote, and it was all exposed. He was kicked out of cabinet. The other 20 ministers were also kicked out of the Palang Pracharat party, and they've now all formed other parties. Are they going to vote on the supply bill? Are they going to vote it through, which would be the convention? But that's one headwind. But I mentioned 2 other problems that the Prime Minister's facing. So although this has gone through in the first reading, it has to be passed by the lower house.
All right.
So this is the first thing. I mean, obviously the supply bill is vital for any country. Otherwise, you don't have anybody to pay for picking up the rubbish bins and the public servants. Heaven forbid.
All right. Heaven forbid. Natty, do you like trains?
Okay. Yeah, I love trains.
Yeah. Well, guess what?
She's got a train set at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. She often talks about her
Thomas
Hornby collection.
The train man. I don't know what it's called.
Train man.
Anyways, talking about Bangkok City. Now, the city may axe the Green Line free rides. For those of you aware who take public transportation, such as the BTS, the Green Line will stop providing free rides. This is coming from the Bangkok governor, the newly elected governor, Kun Chat, who is planning to collect fares now on these 2 Sukhumvit line extensions. And I think it's a great idea. Natty?
Yeah, might as well just start collecting fee. I think it's been open for a while now, right?
Yes.
And yeah, I think it's time now to reap some of that profit. Ka-ching!
That's right.
So just to describe what the Green Line is, for the people who have been coming for the past 20 years, the Green Line is the Sukhumvit line. So it sort of went all the way from Chatuchak Market through the city, Siam being the main hub station, and then down to...
It's like Marchit to Kukot.
Yeah, and so now it goes all the way north of Don Mueang Airport, through the old Sukhumvit line. Well, you say it then.
No, it's just, I just feel like you're being attacked or something. Someone's like shoving a knife behind you.
And then it finishes down all the way in Samut Prakan, near the mouth of the Chao Phraya. So it's like a really long line these days. So the extension of that Green Line into Samut Prakan and up past the airport has been free.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that the line was actually running past the airport at the moment, but apparently it has been.
At the airport.
Past the
Don
airport.
Muang.
Oh, past Don Muang.
Oh, Don Muang. Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not
I
aware
never
of
go
that.
there because why would you?
Well, you use discount airlines. Oh, sorry, did I?
What do you mean? The Vietjet's like the cheapest option. No,
And it's
because
Sukhumvit,
we
yes.
work and
Suvarnabhumi.
live in Asok, so it's definitely more convenient to go to Suvarnabhumi Airport. Don Muang is a nightmare to go to.
In a taxi, yes. Yeah. Because you got to pay, 200 baht to get there.
Plus the traffic.
We've got the airport link just 200 metres from
Yeah.
here. Does make it very convenient to go to Suvarnabhumi.
Yeah.
But the green line is the extension of the old Sukhumvit line. And the idea of making it free is that it sort of gets all the motorcycle taxis and the residents used to using the new line, because they're now going to have to take a motorcycle taxi to the station, and they're going to. So would be eventually a cost involved with a motorcycle taxi, and then and it's trying to wean them off using their cars. I mean, that's the ultimate idea. So running them as free lines lets everybody sort of get in alignment with the costs involved before they have to pay the full cost, involving, of course, the BTS section.
It's been a free ride program, and it's not the entire Green Line. In particular, it's just the Green Line extensions.
Yes.
From Moshit Kukot and Bering Samut Brakan routes. And hopefully the city may have incurred a debt from this free ride program, and therefore the newly elected governor has said to ease the debt issue, fare collection along these two routes may have to start soon, and therefore we'll be able to help the routes. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at all the top headlines from Thailand now with Natty.
Ta-da.
Are you ready, Natty?
I am ready.
So here's Natty with all the top 3 headlines from Thailand today.
The Department of Disease Control says 12 people who came into contact with a confirmed monkeypox patient earlier this week are low risk since they don't have any symptoms. A passenger with monkeypox was in Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport for 2 hours before he caught a flight to Australia, where he was confirmed to have the virus. The DDC said yesterday that there were no confirmed cases of monkeypox in Thailand so far. Still, the director of the DDC's epidemiology division said the 12 people will be monitored for 21 days. Thai AirAsia X now has flights flying from Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport to Seoul's Incheon International Airport in South Korea. The route will take place 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. To celebrate the launch, the airline is offering return flights from Bangkok to Seoul for just 3,290 baht per person, which must be booked before June 12th. For its next route, the airline will launch flights between Suvarnabhumi and Tokyo Narita Airport in Japan beginning July 1st. If there is high demand, the airline will increase the frequency of flights on both routes. And lastly, the Royal Thai Police is collaborating with several organizations and companies to award people with cash for video clips of traffic violations as part of a road safety campaign. The winners can expect to earn prize money anywhere between 2,000 to 20,000 baht per clip. This news comes after Thai PM Prayut Chan-o-cha announced last week that he aims to cut the number of road deaths in Thailand by 2/3 by 2027. Thailand has the 9th highest road death rate in the world, with 32.7 deaths per 100,000 people, according to the World Health Organization.
At Regent's International School Pattaya, we are really excited to be introducing the A-level programme alongside the International Baccalaureate Diploma programme. We are offering these 2 programmes really to prepare students best for university wherever they choose to go in the world.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Good Morning Thailand, and this show is brought to you by Regent's International School Pattaya. If you'd like the complete international British curriculum education in Pattaya and the Chonburi region, look no further than Regent's International School Pattaya.
What a wonderful institution.
Yes.
And we can commend them. I don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to school anymore, but for those people that are looking to send their children to school, that would definitely be a place you'd need to look.
Very nice school. All right, I'd also like to thank Travel Fun. Thank you for becoming a Thaiger legend.
Ooh.
So a Thaiger member. And supporting the channel. We appreciate it.
We're having to look at our phones because there's no Carmel here today.
That's right.
What is her excuse?
It's a public holiday.
She wasn't here yesterday either.
She doesn't do public holidays. It's written in her contract. She made us write it. What are we going to do?
Well, we have options, but the Geordies pulled out.
The Geordie is pulled out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next topic. New digital lottery tickets are a boom.
Boom, boom.
That's right. Digital lottery ticket sales began through the Bao Tang mobile app on Thursday morning, and they have performed quite well. To stop basically lottery price gouging, they've now created an app, and people can digitally buy lottery tickets. And it started at 6 a.m. You could buy a ticket for 80 baht, and as of 11 a.m., nearly 500,000 tickets were sold. And they were snapped up by more than 100,000 people. On average, each buyer bought about 4 to 5 tickets, which is normal. And tickets with the same 6-digit numbers had been sold out. So the reason I picked up this story was because this made me slightly sad.
Jay, why did you pick up the story?
It made me slightly sad.
Why?
I think it's making you sad for the same reason it makes me sad.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's start with Natty first. What do you think, Natty?
I'm not too sad, but I guess I'm just
You buy a
a
lottery
little...
ticket?
I never bought one. Never considered.
I have seen tickets on your desk.
Well, then they're not mine. They're
Okay.
probably someone else's. But I'm just wondering what the normal people who actually go around selling the physical ones would do now that people find it more convenient to buy it online, you know? And they're actually 80 baht online, because if you go to those physical ones, even though it says 80 baht on the ticket itself, those are the baht. It's always 100 baht.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's been an issue. So now that people know that they can get it cheaper, they would probably most likely go online. So what are those people gonna do? They gotta close business.
Yes, so they do lose a lot of jobs, but I don't know, I just don't support lottery in general. I think making it easier for people to spend their life earnings and money to buy lottery to hopefully win out of just pure luck is
In a
nuts.
country that...
that is obsessed with gambling,
But where it's illegal.
and where people have a lot of debt because they spend a lot of money on lotteries. I don't think this is the right move. It makes me sad because I know a lot of friends and people in my personal life that spend a lot of money, ridiculous amount of money on lottery tickets, and I just feel like this is your hard-earned money. You've spent your blood, sweat, and tears working in a job, whatever you do, and you're just spending like 300, 400, 500 baht buying these tickets, hopefully wanting to win. And if you don't win this, like today, they'll be like, oh, never mind, I'll try again in 15 days. I'll win one day. There's no logic to that. Stop it.
No, you know what I find funny? Some people even go so far to be like, well, last time it was 81, so this time it can't be 81. Maybe it's 69. I'm like, why are you guessing? Like, there's no guess. It could be 81 again. Like, you know, like it's completely randomized.
Well, it is completely. Yes, I feel a bit sorry for the vendors who sell them, and as you said, and they walk past and people sort of go through and they pick their favourite numbers and all that.
Clam?
Yeah, I mean, like, they have like those...
So they have basically a
suitcases.
briefcase, and then they open the briefcase
Yes.
with all the lottery tickets for you to buy.
Yeah.
Well, it's not quite a briefcase, but it's
Yeah.
a timber.
It's better than whatever this is.
It looks nice.
It's a clam. Take your pearl.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit sorry for them, and if they've been pocketing 20 baht from each, well, good luck to them. Putting it online, I mean, we'll probably end up with a story today saying the police have raided some online gambling den, but here the Thai government is supporting online gambling. So it's sending out mixed messages, and if it's just going to make it easier for people to sit on their phone and just spend money on lottery tickets, that they're absolutely... The numbers, the chances of them winning are so minute, yet they'll happily just go press, buy. And 80 baht, 100 baht, it doesn't really matter. At least when they were spending 100 baht with the local vendor was getting to feed themselves. And so it is a bit of a...
Yeah, but I don't know, I find it strange. A lot of the people I know also win, and that's why, in their mind, it's justified why they're spending that money.
Well, that same happens in casinos. They'll let you win every now and then.
Yeah, and it's like little amounts, like
Sure.
2,000, 4,000.
It's designed to keep you there sitting gambling. I mean, gamblers around the world are all fueled by the same thing, greed. They want the money. And the people who run these casinos or the lotteries will come up with schemes to make sure that you will pay the most amount of money to get the best chances. But I promise, the casinos have not opened their doors to give you money. They've opened the doors to take money from you. And if you think in any way that you are going to beat the system, you are sadly mistaken.
All right. Natty, any final comments?
Well,
I can also proudly say I've never bought a lottery ticket before. I just don't believe in it.
Hang on, I remember both of you at some stage coming up to me and showing me your lottery tickets. I'm
No,
sure.
we've literally never bought. A
Is it
ticket
because
before.
I'm Asian and
Yeah.
somebody else?
Is it
showed
because
you?
of my skin complexion?
Yeah,
Tim?
you all look the same.
Yeah. All right, Tim. Let me quickly ask you, what do you think about snitches?
Snitches?
Yeah.
What, people telling on other people?
That's right.
Well, it depends on the situation. If they're a serial killer, probably warranted.
Do you think they deserve to get stitches?
But if they're a serial killer, I think they deserve to get thrown in jail.
All right. Well, guess what? The Thai police and organizations have been awarding people money
yes.
for videos of traffic violators. So if you snitch on someone breaking the law, especially the traffic law, you can get rewarded with money by the Thai police. I think in this example, snitches don't get stitches and therefore get rewarded, and I think it's a great idea because as part of the road safety campaign, the Royal Thai Police, ladies and gentlemen, have collaborated with several organizations and companies to award people with cash. And I'm talking hard cash. 120,000 baht for more than 20 video clips of that were given in. The Royal Thai Police has given out this money, so it's real. And the campaign aims to encourage people to submit video evidence in case of an accident, so officials can track down traffic law violators, as well as publish clips to the police's Facebook page to promote public awareness about road safety. Now, I think this is a great thing. Now, do I promote snitching?
Yes, you just did.
If someone's committing a crime, the only way to stop people breaking traffic laws, and if everyone, if someone's doing the wrong thing and you take a video clip of them doing the wrong thing, they deserve to get in trouble for that.
So you're going to shame them?
Not necessarily.
You're going to
Just give
publicly
it-
shame them?
No, I'm just going to give it to the police to get the money. Not personally me, but I just feel like, in a country where there are so many road deaths, people speeding, breaking the law, if this is going to help that death toll come down, then yeah, great.
So, Natty, instead of buying all those lottery tickets, buy a camera phone instead and go out and just wait in the traffic for somebody to do something wrong. Go to the zebra crossing over here.
Yeah.
And then you make money that way.
Much easier.
Sure.
But they did have that campaign that they would give people who actually take footage or pictures of motorcyclists on the sidewalk. However, I remember very vividly that there was a case of this woman who got really angry because a motorcycle almost he passed her very closely. So she took a picture of him, right? Went to the police, and the police was like, "Why are you showing me this?" And she's like, "I thought you were gonna catch him." And was like, "Yeah, don't do that." I'm like, what?
Well, now apparently they're encouraging it.
Yes, they are. You can be rewarded for it now.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They
Give her
already
a
had
ring.
that reward system going on. That's why
Oh, I
she went to
see.
the police.
Well, she
And the
didn't
police
go-
was just
yeah.
like, "But why did you do that?" I'm like,
She should have probably gone to the police station, I'm guessing.
she did go to the police
she went
station.
to the
Oh,
police
like police
station.
station. I thought it was just like the traffic cop.
No, the police station.
The police station. And there was a huge outcry in the Thai community. Like, if you're going to enforce a law, please follow through. Tell your people that this is now happening. How did they not get into the loop as well?
I think
Same but different.
I think I can say directly to the camera, if there's any foreigners out there
Yeah.
who think they're going to turn this into a money-making scheme,
Oh, no.
I would probably suggest you think twice about that, because you're going to not only become very unpopular, you're probably going to end up quite sore.
But no, I think we live in a time now where everyone has a dash cam, right? You're
Yeah.
driving your car, you've got a dash cam. The guy in front of you clearly broke the red light, put other pedestrians and other cars in danger. That person deserves to be punished. They are breaking the law. They should take their license away. And the person who caught them, yeah, okay, I guess they should just do the right thing. But if they're being rewarded for it, okay, great. I just think, look, Thailand has the 9th highest road death rate in the world, with 32.7 deaths per 100,000 people, according to the WHO. And if we can get that number down, especially Thailand's trying hard. The Prime Minister came out and said he aims to cut the number of road deaths in Thailand by 2/3 by 2027. Even a slight change or reduction in that number is achievable and should be done.
Yeah, I mean, if you can turn a public shaming campaign into a way of reducing the death toll on the roads, I think I'm probably all for it. There's probably some unseen problems with it we haven't really faced yet. Some people who might be sort of stitched up in some way. Of course, video can be doctored or in some way, so I think we're probably going to have to just see how this unfolds. But generally, probably a good idea. There was the video of it was last Friday. Somebody took a video of a motorcycle going through a zebra crossing at a school, and it hit a young girl.
Yes.
Only just hit her, and she was fine, by the way. But I think that led to more public knowledge about zebra crossings. As I've said many times, the 3 zebra crossings on a sock between the office and my condo, there's been a quantum change of the behaviour, and so fewer cars and motorbikes are now going through. They still do, but nowhere near like it just used to be just mayhem. But now they mostly stop.
Yeah. They mostly stop. I wonder how long it will last. Hopefully it does last a long time. But even that person who hit that kid, I know, I mean, sorry, I had a little gasp because I was like, because you said he only just hit her. And yeah, in the video he just touched her. But I mean, I just imagine if that was like my kid or someone from my family,
That guy would be dead.
Yeah, that guy would be in a world of pain. Not condoning physical violence, but put yourself out there. Like, it's a child on a zebra crossing. He's been told to stop, and he cuts it and still hits the kid. I mean, what kind of a sick world do we live in?
Well,
Who
that's
does
why
that?
it was posted and it got traction and it went sort of viral.
Yeah, but I think that deserves jail time. That deserves jail time.
Yeah, sure, but what I'm saying is that I think we just need to be careful when we've got citizens randomly just going out, and there is a possibility that they could be stitching people up and maybe doctoring the videos. There's all sorts of things that I just don't think we're fully aware of. So we're asking the citizens to basically shame other people, and I think that's a slippery slope.
That's a very good point.
I think the whole snitching, telling on people is a good tactic to use for now, but it still doesn't address the underlying cause of why people are still driving recklessly or why people are still driving on the sidewalks. I think there needs to be a lot more measurements putting in place from the beginning. Like when you're getting your driver's license, you need to really tell them or even indoctrinate kids when they're younger. Hey, red light, green light, what does that mean? Paved ways, what does that mean? Zebra crossing, what does that mean? Because when you learn it as an adult and you're trying to enforce it using fear, people are doing it because they're fearful. But if you do it when they're young, they want to do it. That's a huge difference, operating out of fear, operating out of the willing to want to do something good. And I think this latter one needs to happen a little bit more and faster.
Hashtag education.
Are you going to spend money on education?
Yes.
Or are you going to spend money on paying Natty to take videos of people and send it to the police?
They need a long-term plan. They need a short-term plan. Long-term plan for it to be self-sufficient and we live in a reasonable, civilized society. Education is needed. For now, using small tactics to reduce the number, if it can help, is okay.
So here's a comment from M. Miranda who says, Tim got his licence by dubious means.
Yeah, Tim.
Yes, I did.
Tim Newton.
But even that licence is now out of date. So I do not drive in a car in Phuket.
Is that why you don't drive anymore?
That's right, because I don't have a license.
I didn't know that.
So thankfully,
I
number
thought you
one's
sold your car. or
thankfully
something.
number one's got a license. So yeah, I do drive the motorbike from time to time, but only down to 7-Eleven for a coffee or something.
Shame. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our last topic for today, which is regarding fear. Now, last week, or actually this week, we were talking about the PDPA data law. Remember that?
That was this one. It was 2 days ago.
That's right. Now, a Thai woman witnessed thieves breaking into her neighbor's house. She realized, she was aware of it, she got her phone out and she wanted to actually film it, and then she realized, oh my God, am I going to be in trouble for filming these people's faces? Is
That's
this a
sad.
form of defamation? I mean, you know, like, am I going to be thrown in jail? Do I have these rights? What can I do? What I can't do? And that's a problem, because so what she did instead was she went outside, she addressed the thieves, had a casual conversation with them, and right after the conversation, the thieves decided to run away because she bought enough time for other people to realize what was going on.
Right.
She instead took a picture of the license plate of the motorbikes that they were driving
Smart.
and their feet, I think. And she posted it on the Facebook group of the community saying that, hey guys, watch out for these bikes. These people were trying to steal and blah, blah, blah. And instead she found, you know, a creative way to still get the word out and hopefully get these people in trouble with the license plate. But you know, she did an interview later talking about why she had doubts. She was like, I don't know what I can and can't do anymore. Now so there is fear amongst people that these new data laws, can I post this on Facebook? Because she was planning to do it on Facebook, and then I think a couple of weeks ago we were talking about an activist who actually spent time in jail because he took a picture of a car that was illegally parked on a disabled parking spot.
Yeah.
So people are aware of these news topics and these articles that are coming out, and then this new law comes out and they're like, wait, even though this person is doing the wrong thing, can I take a picture of them and post it online?
So what was the last story just about? About publicly videoing people and
Yeah.
shaming them and
Yeah.
sending it to the police.
Yeah.
So now we're saying, well, maybe you can't actually do that. So maybe these people might be able to, you take the video, send it to the police, they can sue you for violating their rights under this new law. So I think, I've read through the law, and I have to say, by the time I got to the end of it, given that it was a translation, I was totally confused as to what I could and couldn't do with my camera in public under this Thai law. Having said that, I think we're going to have to wait maybe a few years and a few court cases to see how this law is tested in reality. The other thing I noticed, I'm not sure, you use Facebook. Did you get the new privacy thing come up on your Facebook that you had to accept?
No.
Well, I did.
I think you might have updated your app. You
Well,
techie.
it said in your country there are new privacy laws and you need to agree to them. So I went, click whatever, as I usually do. So, it seems that it's being rolled out from June the 1st. But I don't think people are going to fully understand what they can and can't do until it's been tested in law. And this woman is rightfully confused.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would have a lot of questions. Maybe it will stop them from going to the zebra crossings and photographing motorbikes going through them. So confusion abounds. That's unusual in Thailand.
Well, yes, there is a grey area, and the bill actually, the PDPA bill has been asked to be clarified and actually been asked to be delayed a little bit so that these grey areas are not so grey and that people have a very clear idea of what they can and they can't do. Otherwise, there will be crimes that will go unpunished.
Chris Clough, one of our readers, says, what about the vloggers? Because there are a lot of people in Thailand making a lot of videos. Tiger's got a lot of competition these days, and they're out there in the public snapping away and making videos. Are they violating people's privacy?
Not necessarily. I don't think they're disturbing anyone. Now, if they
Well,
were
hey,
walking
you-
along someone and that person said, "Excuse me, sir," You're violating my privacy. I feel like that's what someone where you're from.
Which is that an Australian accent?
No, not really. I don't know where. I think it was more of a British accent. Somewhere from Britain.
The
Excuse
Australian
me,
part
sir.
of Britain.
Excuse me. You know, or like a Karen.
Okay.
A Karen walks up
With
to
that
you.
very deep voice.
Hi. What are you doing here? Why are you pointing that camera at me? Could be anything. Don't take the chances.
Ladies
I feel
and
bad
gentlemen,
for vloggers.
Now time for Jay and his world accents.
Have you not seen those videos of Karens?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, on YouTube.
I used to
Yeah.
really go on them for hours and hours and hours, just laughing and laughing. I
Do
got
you
over
live
that.
here? Can I see some identification?
Sure. So, yeah, look, I think, again, we're not really going to understand the full ramifications of this until it gets tested by a few people. And the only way that's really going to happen, sadly, is some people are going to have to get tetchy enough to go and speak to a lawyer about it, take it to a police station.
Yeah.
Interesting times ahead. But all countries have sort of got the same problem because social media and the internet and everything, it's all sort of new, and phones are getting better and higher quality, and the whole issue of privacy is now something that wasn't a problem 20 years ago. So governments are really chasing their tails trying to keep up with these laws. But yeah, interesting times ahead. I don't have an answer. And as I said, I read through most of the provisions and I had no idea what I could or couldn't do.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take another quick break. Once we come back from the break, we're going to be answering some of your questions.
Oh dear.
So here we go.
plenty
be
of
back
them.
right after this.
Good Morning Thailand gets up to 80,000 viewers per week, and we'd like to weaponise our audience for you.
That's right. So if you have a business or property or even your house that you'd like to sell,
Private yacht?
yeah, we could be in space.
I'm not sure about space.
Well, all you have to do is contact us on info@thethaiger.com, and you can hire us up to a day or even a week, and we'll go to your property and do the show live.
Good Morning Thailand, coming your way.
Welcome back. It's now time to answer some of your questions. Starting off with Ryan Bishop, our member. He says they need the night out with the boys law to protect privacy. Ryan, I think that's already an unwritten law and quite official amongst the lads. So yeah, what happens on a night out with the boys stays out.
Well, yeah, I've got one
boys.
from Ryan as well. Hello, Ryan. Sorry, you've come up on my feed. Some vloggers are walking right through bars, clubs and walking streets. I'm amazed they don't get attacked. Now, this is an interesting thing. If you're walking down, say, Soy 6 in Pattaya, and you've got your camera on, and there are other people walking along that street, now, if you point the camera at the bars, I've noticed that both the bar girls
Oh yeah, they start hiding away, don't they?
and the patrons, they all sort of do this, which, of course, most of them are trying to protect their identity for whatever reason. Your act of pointing the camera at them, is that illegal in some way? I don't think it is.
It's not illegal. No. You're in a
And
public
just walking
place.
down the street. So I think everybody's just got to chill out a little bit on all this and actually try and understand what the laws are. So this is an interesting one. That is true, Ryan. I mean, there are a lot of vloggers and a lot of people appearing on vlogs, not necessarily knowing that they're going to end up on there. But if you go down and spend time in a walking street, you probably have to realise that you are going to be on somebody's video.
Yeah.
And if... Go on.
Sorry. There are laws on intellectual property as well. So, for example, let's say I have a camera and I'm shooting on Bangla Street. Whatever I capture, footage of anyone, that is my intellectual property. Even if I'm doing a project, let's say for the TAT, I make a video and I sell TAT that project, but I only sell TAT the video I edited. I don't have to give them my raw footage, my raw unedited footage that I have of all these people. That video belongs to me because that is my camera, that is my property, and I shot the footage. So,
What about if it's a private street?
yeah, that's different. Do I have rights to be on
You
that,
have to get
in that
permission.
private property? That's where you can get in trouble.
I'm not sure what to do with that. There you go.
Oh, Franco7, thank you very much for your donation. Franco7 says, Happy Friday, thanks for the show. You're very welcome, Franco7, and we hope you're having a great Friday as well.
Can I take this comment? The
Yes.
Snive says, I'm in Pattaya and I need some earwax removed. swimmer's ears. I don't want to go to a clinic, so I want to know if any members know a barber who does wax removal. Are you guys into wax removal clips?
No.
What's wrong with you?
I like it so much.
She's such a weird.
God.
So she told yesterday that she likes watching videos, like on Facebook and stuff, of where people popping pimples and
It's fun.
and stuff.
But the earwax honestly tops
no.
all
Another
the pimple
lay,
poppers.
what's
Is
wrong?
it gross?
Why
feel-
don't you get a earbud thing?
No, it's not as
she likes to
satisfying.
watch other
Yeah.
people do it.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
You know, like when they peel off like a solid white piece of like earwax, you don't like that? Okay, never mind. Well, if any members
No.
knows, please help the Snipes. He needs to know.
Oh dear.
Maddie, please.
You can go and buy some cotton buds in 7-Eleven for
Nah.
about 15 baht, and you'll probably find you'll be able to remove your earwax, and you probably don't have to video it. But if you do, it's Natty at thetiger.com if you want to send her the video.
Yes.
Highland Heron says Jay's practicing his court speech now.
Mm.
I've never practiced my court speech, but I have done, you know, if I had to make an apology video, how would it be? What accent would I go with? Would I be sad? Would I just be more neutral? You know, would I give my best Bill Clinton impersonations? I did not have sexual relationships with that woman.
Is that how you sound?
I don't know.
That's
I
a
did
Blackadder,
not.
I think.
Oh, no.
I did not. Okay.
The Foolish Farang says, gotta say, I'd be pretty pissed off if I turned up on a vlogger's YouTube channel. So it's incumbent on not only the vlogger holding the camera, but also anybody who's going to be walking down any public street, understanding that there are not only just a whole lot of vloggers' cameras around and people using these things, the quality of which will be able to identify your face instantly, and thousands of CCTV cameras which are capturing your every move as well. So it's pretty difficult these days to remain private and incognito. So it was,
yeah.
sorry, I was just going to say, that's been a great thing about wearing face masks
Exactly.
and sunglasses. I've had very few people when I've been wearing sunglasses and a face mask going, oh, that's Tim from the Thaiger. It's been great.
I was just about to make that comment because Makey says, wear a mask for privacy, LOL. So, yeah,
Very nice.
very nice.
What's happy water? Oh, was that?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
That was a
no?
long time ago.
Yeah, the happy water.
Yes. People think I'm on happy water.
Is that the stuff that they drink at the
I think that was a
full moon party?
patio thing.
Yeah.
No, I think that was a patio story,
No?
wasn't it? Ladies, I'm sure the viewers.
It's the same
will-
buckets with a straw and odd
Happy
concoctions
water,
in the water. Happy water. I'm Aussie, Tim, and I got that 2 days ago from Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, so they're
So
targeting
maybe-
Australians.
Targeting. I figured that it was because I was in Thailand I was getting it. Wayne, I'd have to say that, I'm in Thailand, so I figured that it was to do with my Thai Facebook feed, but these two didn't get it. So did anybody else get that privacy warning on their phones?
I did get
No.
Maybe
hacked
it's-
by someone in Nairobi, though.
Yeah.
On Instagram. Like somebody from Nairobi.
Nigeria.
Nairobi,
Kenya.
yeah.
Kenya. Somebody was trying to log into my IG.
She told me that this morning, like, Jay, someone tried to log into my Instagram from Nairobi. I was like, well, you know, someone has a need to impersonate a little Thai Chinese lady.
Right.
In Nairobi. There's a demand for it.
Michael says many Thai drivers could not drive a stick up a dog's rear end. Thank you very much for the rather colourful language.
Vivid.
The Snives, all of Pattaya, there is only a lane and a half. Maybe talking about the number of bars that are open at the moment.
Yeah.
We haven't been down there. We should probably take the program down to Pattaya again. Why are you smiling?
I'm in a good mood. I don't know.
Oh dear.
What kind of a question is that? Why are you smiling? Why are you happy? Because I'm having a great
have
time.
no right to be
with
happy.
my colleagues and the viewers of the Thaiger. I'm
Yar.
pumped. I'm jacked.
Certainly is. So we're going to be in Phuket next week,
Yeah.
and then the week after, you guys are in Suratani.
That's right.
Suratani.
So the Thaiger on tour.
The Thaiger on tour. Oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Exciting times coming up. we're actually going to be doing Good Morning Thailand on tour. Mm-hmm. That's right.
We'll be in cars.
It's going to be
on the beach.
we're going to be in cars. We're going to be in a beach. We're going to be in a fancy, not so very fancy, but maybe fancy hotel. Maybe in the middle of the water on a canoe in a tire tube. Anything's possible.
And we're going to take live comments?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. I've got a question from M. Morant who says, Jay, you're a good impersonator. I want you all to give me your best impersonation of any of your famous favorite actors or comedians or anyone really.
I am not.
Oh, come on. Give it a go.
I'm just not good at impersonations.
Just try.
No.
Okay, Nettie, go first. Nettie.
So, you know I hate Uncle Roger.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I must do the Uncle Roger.
Okay. Uncle Roger? No?
You try.
Come on, what's your favorite impersonation?
Oh, no, I don't do impersonations. I'm not. I have very few skills. Impersonations are just one of the ones I can't do.
Timothy, you need to do the impersonation.
Don't tell me that's Barack Obama.
That is not Barack Obama.
Good.
I did get Christopher Walken from that.
Because I was walking.
But
Barack Obama? Really?
I don't know.
Sorry?
What was that?
James Edna.
I definitely can't do Dame Edna.
All right. Let's take last questions before we end the show. Impersonate Tim for us.
Oh, I know how to impersonate him.
Yeah.
Dong muang. Dong muang.
Yeah, Tim trying to pronounce Thai words. Don.
Well, at least I try. Yeah, look, it's very difficult when you are used to getting your mouth around Australian slang to then try and adapt to getting your mouth around Thai pronunciations. In the same way that Thai people have difficulty with R's and L's, I have difficulty with just about all the tonal sounds in Thai. But I'm happy to admit it.
Yes. Yeah, it's okay. My friend once explained it to me in the best way, that when you say the word no, an Australian must say every vowel.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
just...
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's not just a simple no,
No.
it's no.
No.
Oh, it's usually yeah, no. Yeah, no.
No.
You say yes and no.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. Any last questions, or shall we end the show on a high?
Chupa says, try speaking Vietnamese.
Oh, that's hard. That's a hard language. I can actually speak a little Vietnamese.
I would give my Vietnamese accent, but I feel like it would be inappropriate because I'm not Vietnamese. Nor do I have anyone.
Hey, well, you've just done a whole lot of other accents.
Yeah,
And
that
you're
was
not,
Christopher Walken.
you're not American.
Yeah, I'm not.
So that was inappropriate.
but I'm a Christopher Walken fan.
Okay, well, why is it inappropriate to do a Vietnamese accent
I
then?
don't know. I just feel.
Because because it's not okay to punch down, but it's
Yeah.
kind of forgivable to punch up.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's Christopher Walken. if
Thai has
anything.
5 tones. Australia has 2 tones, says Mackie. Well, no, I think strine, as we call it, is its own sort of tonal twang, but it's not sort of official tones. Australian is an accent rather than an actual language. Although some people, I remember when I was down in the very south of the USA, I'm talking about Louisiana and Mississippi.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Anyways,
there we
And
go.
oh wow, they had a lot of trouble understanding me, and I had a lot of trouble understanding them.
Okay.
So that was fun.
hey, that was good.
That was pretty
I'm
decent.
actually impressed.
That's
Oh,
pretty
I can,
decent.
yeah, I can do a pretty good southern drawl, but
Nice.
no one in particular.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please click the like button. It does actually help us quite a lot. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the show. And for now, I'd like to say thank you, Tim Newton.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nettie Warisa.
Thank you.
As well as Jason behind the buttons today. Solo show.
Whoa,
I thought it was shy this whole time.
it was Chai at the start of the
Right.
show.
It was bread the whole time. Shy has disappeared. Jason has taken over.
Jason's killed him off.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you have a great Friday. And we hope you even have a better weekend.
Who's
And
doing Saturday and Sunday?
You're doing Saturday.
I'm doing tomorrow.
And I will be on Sunday morning for your quick weekend update. So you can have a little dose of Tim and Jay on your weekends with your morning coffee. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, we'll see you on a Monday. Bye-bye.
Wow, awkward.